for that. And I had a kick-ass Christmas, but this month I'm going to talk about what stuff I got this month for January. And it's kind of got some pretty cool stuff. First of all, I want to talk about these two Blu-ray movies I bought dirt cheap at Walmart for $8 a piece. First one is Batman Beyond Return of Joker Blu-ray. And I gotta say, this movie kicks a lot of ass. There was a lot of controversy when this was originally released back in 2000 and they released the edited version. They didn't even release the uncut version of this till 2 years after that. And this is the version that's on the Blu-ray. But I wish they could have put the other version on there, on the Blu-ray, you know, to have a more complete experience, even though it's inferior. It did have different footage, and I think it had a slightly different commentary track. I really wish they would have put that on there, but other than that, this is pretty cool. Not bad for $8. Another movie I got was Ghost Rider, and a lot of people did not like this movie, but I was not one of those people. I thought this movie kicked ass. I mean, you got Nicolas Cage as a badass demon hunt, as a badass ghost. He's got a fucking flame skull in the head. His head's a flaming skull. And he's got chain whips, and this Blu-ray version didn't have a lot of features like the DVD did, so what I did is I put the 2 discs I got with the version I bought at Circuit City, and I put the bonus DVDs in there. I just thought that was pretty cool. I plan on getting the second movie, Spirit of Vengeance, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, because I've actually heard it's a good movie for my brother, so giving you a shout out, brother. Yeah, you probably heard him. This is a good movie. I don't care what people say. This movie kicks ass. And the next few stuff I got off Amazon. First off, got this movie, which is done by a very controversial man that's pissed me off quite a few times, but this movie was very funny, and I'm talking about this movie, Ted. Unlike Family Guy and American Dad, the humor makes more sense, and it's got some offensive dialogue, but, you know, it's a funny movie. And it's a fucking teddy bear that comes to life, and he's just sitting there looking like a stud. And you got Mark Wahlberg and Mila Kunis and Joe McHale, and this movie is far superior to Family Guy in my opinion, and American Dad. I mean, this is a funny movie. I highly recommend it. Oh, Johnny, if you're watching this, I'm sorry if I recommend this, but I'm giving you a shout out saying sorry. Another movie I'm glad to get was the 4-disc collector's edition of that movie Prometheus. Now this is the stereoscopic 3D version, which I don't have 3D TV yet, but I plan on getting one someday. And the reason I got this version is because it has a shit ton of extras. I mean, it's over 7 hours of extras, and half of it is a fucking documentary. That's right, a behind-the-scenes documentary that's 3.5 hours. That is ungodly insane. I mean, that is incredible. I didn't want to watch it because I've seen some disturbing scenes and just mimic Alien. They say this is a prequel to Alien, and I plan to watch this someday. And I'm just glad I have this version. This version is just incredible. It's probably the best Blu-ray Fox put out since the 3-disc Avatar set. By far. And the last Blu-ray I got is I was going to get for Christmas, but my brother forgot to put it on the Amazon list, but I'm glad they got this. It's E.T., and this is an incredible film. It is a classic. It didn't have all the DVD extras like the 20th anniversary DVD had. Like, it didn't have the 2002 version that's controversial. And it didn't have that cool thing where it had John Williams playing an orchestra live during the movie. what I've done is the DVD copy that came with this movie, I gave to my sister. And then I put my DVD copy in this Blu-ray case. I mean, there's a lot of cool extras. There's a couple of cool extras too, but this is... Universal has done such an incredible job this year with its 100th anniversary. And this is just awesome. I highly recommend this, especially if you don't have the DVD version already. Although there are a few lucky bastards out there that probably got that collectible 3-disc DVD that came out 10 years ago that's hard to find. I found it on Amazon for $60, which is ungodly expensive compared to this Blu-ray. I highly recommend that. Now the last thing I got was a PlayStation 3 game. Actually, it's 3 PlayStation 3 games. I got the Resistance box set. And what's cool about it is, unlike the Killzone Trilogy box set, it actually came in 3 different cases. Now, these cases were originally red, but I switched them out for certain cases because these 2 games have reversible cover art. See that? It's a shame the first Resistance don't have trophies, but I wanted to get the... I already played my brother played the second one already, and I wanted to get this because the third game was dirt cheap, and it came with 2 extra games and it got all DLC for it. I just thought this was an amazing deal at $40. Sony, you really kicked ass. If you do an Uncharted box set like this, you're gonna get some fanboys going apeshit. Because seriously, that is a fucking awesome deal. I highly recommend this, especially if you're a first-person shooter or you're just tired of Call of Duty. I recommend this. This is an awesome box set. That's all the stuff I got in January. Till next time, bitches. Excuse me. Say excuse me.